my right arm, I have a tattoo of Miyamoto Musashi because I read a quote.
Joe Rogan got a tattoo of Miyamoto Musashi just to remember his teachings. Hey everyone, today we are going to learn about Takodo, the way of walking alone. Number 1. Accept everything just the way it is. The world is full of problems and things we cannot change. There can be no lasting peace when we are attached to our own ideas of the ways things should be. Number 2. Do not seek pleasure for its own sake. Pleasure without perspective is a dangerous thing, but the pleasure that comes from living a meaningful life is much more likely to last longer. Number 3. Do not, under any circumstances, depend on a partial feeling. There are a million voices, both inside and outside of us, telling us what to do, and often it's hard to determine what desires are sincerely our own. If you're not sure what to do, wait and become quiet. In stillness, silence speaks. Number 4. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. Humility is often said to be the greatest of all virtues. The more we know, the more we realize how much we don't know. Remaining open and unattached to your own opinions is the foundation of wisdom. Number 5. Be detached from desire your whole life long. Desires will come and go, like clouds across an open sky. Peace and serenity lay behind the constant cravings to satisfy one desire to the next. Desire is a thirst that can never be quenched. Number 6. Do not regret what you have done. Life only moves forward, not back. When we dwell in regret, we run counter to all of existence. To live with confidence and acceptance is to live with momentum, forever pressing onwards and upwards. Number 7. Never be jealous. Indian mystics have likened jealousy to being a poison in the heart. When we are jealous, we adopt an ungrateful disposition and focus on what is lacking in our lives. The truth is that life is abundant, and each breath we are granted is a blessing. Number 8. Never let yourself be saddened by a separation. Everything in this life is transient and subject to decay and death. By maintaining our awareness of the eternal present moment, the reality of this universal truth will become clear and bolster our spirits in times of distress and heartache. Number 9. Resentment and complaint are appropriate, either for oneself nor others. The amount of mental and physical energy we spend complaining can be used for greater things. When we complain, we are asserting and reinforcing a reality which we inherently oppose. Number 10. Do not let yourself be guided by the feeling of lust or love. This one is challenging, as love is something most of us pine for. Most feelings of lust, and even love, are purely conditional. They often stem from more of a selfish desire than an impulse to serve another. When pursuing a spiritual path or perfecting a discipline, love and lust can be extremely distracting. Sometimes it's better to avoid something that might be harmful altogether than to indulge occasionally. Number 11. In all things have no preferences. When we learn how to be still and watch our own thoughts, we begin to see that so much of the duality that we see in the world actually has its origins in our own minds. Good and bad are largely relative terms. What is good today might be terrible tomorrow. Number 12. Be indifferent to where you live. If you are happy, it does not matter whether you're living in a palace or a jungle. If you are frustrated and sad, it does not matter whether you're a pauper or a prince. Number 13. Do not pursue the taste of good food. The main purpose and function of food are to maintain the body. According to some Eastern philosophies, overindulgence in food for the purpose of sense gratification creates an unsteady mind and can lead one towards over-identification with the body. Number 14. Do not hold on to possessions you no longer need. It's a well-known truth, the things you own end up owning you. Our consumerist culture would have you believe that when you die, you can take everything with you. But obviously, this is not the case. Number 15. Do not act following customary beliefs. Discover your own truths and realizations, and don't be so quick to subscribe to ideals and beliefs which you have not tested to be true. Number 16. Do not collect weapons or practice with weapons beyond what is useful. Miyamoto Musashi was not a jack of all trades. He was a master of the sword. To master something takes time and great dedication. It is easier to master one tool than to master 100. Number 17. Do not fear death. This is a teaching that has been around since time immemorial. Why should I fear death? If I am, then death is not. If death is, then I am not. Why should I fear that which can only exist when I do not? Epicurus. Number 18. Do not seek to possess either goods or gifts for your old age. If you spend your days planning and saving for your retirement and fall ill tomorrow, how much life will you have missed? Your present life becomes compromised by thinking about the future, and your future life will become compromised by dwelling on the past. To live life is to live in the present moment. Number 19. Respect Buddha and the gods without counting on their help. For me, this one is closely tied with number 4 and the virtue of humility. It is always good to acknowledge that there are higher forces than ourselves and realities which are beyond our grasp. Sometimes a little bit of faith goes a long way. Number 20. You may abandon your own body, but you must preserve your honor. For the samurai, self-respect is everything. Honor is worth dying for. There is saying that we should never compromise our values and principles. Number 21. Never stray from the way. Each of us walks a path that is uniquely our own. We may not know where we will end up, but we all have an inner compass that guides us. We may refer to it simply as the pursuit of personal growth and knowledge, or something loftier, like self-realization and enlightenment. The point is to persevere, to not give in to our baser desires and inclinations. This is the spirit of the warrior. The only reason a warrior is alive is to fight, and the only reason a warrior fights is to win. Miyamoto Musashi. Hope you liked this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you.